agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this kid must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revel in you. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning
Oh, one sec.
for you. For you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying
Sorry.
tuned after the showcase.
Hey, Uncle Paul.
Lisa, how are you going that fast?
World premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanity.
What is this?
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Gil, can you hear me? Hi.
World premiere.
I just want to know if, like, are the channel points working? Oh, so you're getting them though? Oh my god, what was that? Okay, thanks, Gil. Oh, it's a new Plague Tale. I played them. Cool. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's like a Steam Deck, but for Xbox and Windows. That's really cool.
Lisa, how are you going that fast?
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
That's
And
crazy.
The highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
What?
We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, Smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
That's
And because of
crazy.
Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically
Because I
acclaimed
actually
indie
use my
games.
Steam Deck, but
It's the
like,
freedom we believe players should have. Any
this
game,
could get me back
anywhere.
into
And we
Xbox.
are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. but it
And
all
like playing on Windows again with it.
From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Monsters have always been here,
What's this?
watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare.
Oh, hi, Louie. Thanks for stopping in.
Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
This looks really cool.
Out there,
Oh my god. The blood of Dawnwalker.
World premiere.
Oh, hi, Chad. Thanks for stopping in. I'm good, Louie. The whole affiliate thing is just, there's so much to like set up. But other than that, I'm good. Thank you, everyone for helping. Not that long. I just had, oh shoot. PayPal.
Watch your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Did it take a long time? Okay, Louie, make sure you get some sleep.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free.
Because you need sleep to, if you're not feeling good. You gotta recover. My PayPal, it didn't say anything, it just connected. Okay.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu. There's something I need your
Yeah, I don't know, it just said connected on mine.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Oh my, 3 days?
Here we go.
Or was yours longer than 3 days, Jed?
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of
I'm still waiting for more to get approved. Yeah, I have like some more, but they take a long time.
Bring it back to the Holy See.
Oh my god, Jad, that's terrible.
Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Ooh, is this Indiana Jones? It looks like him, yeah. Jad, that's crazy.
World premiere.
This is ridiculous.
この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕み、
Oh, that monster's ugly.
Period.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
I don't know, is it? Oh, this looks crazy.
When you decide to step up to this kind of
Is that like a game coming out, Chad?
this kind of experience.
Oh, okay.
Let's begin. Nintendo Switch 2.
封じ子エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Okay. I'll have to look it up. I haven't heard of it before.
Streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they suit their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here.
Okay, maybe that's why I didn't hear about it.
Paying me back until
If you guys want me to try any of the channel points, let me know.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been baffled!
Okay.
Griswick.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill?
Oh, it did get shut down.
We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Oh, okay.
That's the
So it's just basically a dead game.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy.
Oh my.
Anything
He
else
just
you
killed
care to
him.
say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meat sack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You'd either got a gag in
What?
the back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him!
That's why it pays to be
Gil, you want to see something funny?
Let's go and end a few arguments.
Like a springboard.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look,
I'm gonna wait for the trailer
these keys.
until it's done.
Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel.
Oh, that's cool.
Bring the chaos to a crawl.
Oh, that's really cool. He took the bullets out of the body and put them in the gun.
We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past. To change the future.
Cool.
And let me tell you.
Oh, so it was a pattern game?
The hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
This looks kind of like a top game, like, kind of. It seems kind of well done. Oh, cool. That's cool. Clockwork Revolution.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed,
A Kitsu fighting game? It would be pretty bad, I think.
Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
Hang on one sec, Gil. I need to pause it for a second. One sec. Okay.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's always really boring. Like, sloppy. You know, like they didn't put a lot of time into the game.
Anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
Keep them separated.
Gil, did you see the person come on with the knife dance? Because I don't know if it worked on HUD-FX on my screen. Ah, that's weird.
The predecessor. ND3500.
One sec, I'm gonna change something. I'll figure it out later.
Accessing predecessor's travel log.
Gil.
Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
What is this? Tarka.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
What is this? Why are they still putting stuff into this game? I think it like changed that. I think I have to change something.
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hope One to mission control! We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now!
You sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Why are there two of them?
Wherever you are, I'll find you.
Is it a dinosaur? Gil, do you see Jason? Like transparent through the screen? Oh my god, my character broke her neck. That's weird then. There's something not displaying it.
World premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David.
Were you able to see Darth Vader earlier when I showed you?
Your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations. Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the grand.
Is this a music game?
Famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
What is this game? Hi Brad, how are you?
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear. But is she worthy?
Sit your ass down. Sleep easy.
Good. I don't know if my HUD FX is working.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가?
Okay.
만약
Thanks,
이
Gil.
결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Oh, thanks. You don't have to if you're like playing a game and stuff. But yeah, thanks.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Hemsworth.
An unprecedented transcontinental race begins.
Oh my gosh, I know everyone's here. Thanks, Brad. I almost knocked my mic over.
지정태.
World premiere.
E ora Olaiem lo ite fativi. Novo. Ilo? Te kema ite mana. Muite unanite waeora. Dia. Novo tua libemo iwalotaname. Ona otalima di efema. Teonami. Toma tua calio, terali.
What is this? Oh, hi everyone. Welcome. Hi everybody. I'm Kitsu. I'm just watching the Xbox showcase for the new games coming out. Thanks, Carter. Oh.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Bagging the big
Thanks
fish
as well.
starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Can you guys hear the blurbs? Or is it like hidden by the sound in the background?
World premiere.
Hi, Raiders. Really? I wonder what happened.
Lisa, how are you going that fast? You don't even have an actual driver's license. Let me show you a little something I learned in the 1900s. She's on a wall. She's on a wall. Lisa, get down. You're not allowed to be up there. No. Yes! Lisa!
I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
You know, guys, it's nice playing with power, but this is better because now we're playing together. Super together. Nintendo Switch 2. All together.
Yeah, it is. I'm still like learning. That's why I was asking you guys about the blurbs, because I don't know if it's, I can hear it, but I don't know if it's working for you.
World premiere.
Oh, what is this? Is this like a new Pale World? It looks like it.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come.
Yeah.
Check out the launch trailer now.
Yeah, I do. It looks like it.
Lisa, how are you going that fast? You don't even have an actual driver's license. Let me show you a little something I learned in the 1900s. She's on a wall. She's on a wall.
World premiere.
What is this? Hey, Mr. Hemsworth. Oh my god.
Look who decided to show up.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded.
Oh my... What the hell?
Let's do this.
This is gonna be awesome.
Form up!
And let me see something.
World premiere.
One sec, guys. Let me see something. Good night, child of God.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us.
Sleep well, get some sleep, Louis.
Hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The
Is
bigger
it?
room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
An unprecedented transcontinental race begins.
Louis, thank you.
Mario Kart World.
Thank you, Louis.
World premiere.
Thank you so much, Louis. I appreciate that. I hope you get a lot of sleep tonight.
This is ridiculous.
Thank you, Pebbles, for the follow. Oh, what? That's really nice of you, Louis.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
Thanks so much. Oh. Thanks, Louis. That helps me out a lot. Thank you.
Why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third.
I'll be there for your next stream too, to mod. Regardless. Thanks, Louis.
Your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you
Yeah.
off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Definitely. What are these people beating each other up? Thanks, Louis. Sleep well.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Oh my gosh, they're murdering each other. Louis, you're awesome. Thank you. Oh, it's coming to Xbox, isn't it? Hey everyone, welcome in. We're watching the Xbox games showcase.
Any objections?
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
Okay, see you, Louis.
Flames are our own, and they burn as one.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being.
Oh, Shiva.
She may yet be saved.
And Bahamut. Phoenix.
World premiere.
I love when they're like world premiere. Yeah, Bahamut was strong. Was it good? I saw the trailer. Oh.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox.
Oh yeah, I have that on my
Gears of War
my favorite list that
and the
like to
return
watch
of a
next,
classic that's been with
Castlevania.
us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release. Our Xbox
I used to watch like Vampire Hunter D back in the day. But I also like Alice in Borderland.
Anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences.
I know I want to watch it. It's on my favorite
and
list.
Our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
World premiere.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Dead by Daylight?
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Hey Joe, check out this sweet move.
What?
Ride the wall? I ride rails.
Ride rails? I can fly. I'm gonna win! No! I thought you were my friend, Joe.
Peach don't play.
Punk. Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah. There it is.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel,
Oh, I think I might have found the
makes it worth
answer.
remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Let the killing commence.
Giant Jigglypuff. Road Rash, I remember that. Twisted Metal. Yeah.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
What? What, Chad?
So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want
Oh,
from an
I
Obsidian
pressed the
game.
wrong button.
Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've
That's
had the
what
chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways.
I have 2
and go even
monitors, so I
further with the
can't
themes of
see.
how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a
You wanna
great
see something
base to start
cool,
from.
Jan?
It has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down
Oh
on
my
those
God.
elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of
Jan, look
investment
at
into
this.
skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions.
His battle armor.
Which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
Tech Angel. Super rare Tech Angel.
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience
Jed,
in the
look
game.
at
You
this
can make any kind of
thing.
character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're going to be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After
I have
you
a
pick your
tail.
background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Yeah, it's like a flying
Nintendo Switch 2.
something, I don't know.
Joy-Con 2 controllers that attach in a snap.
Tell me, do you believe in signs?
I don't know, I like it, it's pretty cool.
Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventure spirit to good use.
Okay, Gil.
And you get like lots of really cool, fun.
All these things are
conversation options
flying
in the game,
all
but we
over
took
the
that even
place.
Further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work. After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to specking for an explosive specialty.
I don't know, Jed, I have no idea. She's just pulling it, like, you know, to show that she's
Throughout your entire
strong.
journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, we actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put in the skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that.
What are those? They're like burning things on the
So
ground?
that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called Heavy Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the
Oh,
serial
it says
killer perk.
spicy. I couldn't see it
As
at
you start
first.
killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually gonna get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad, they hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring, makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay?
Really?
It's an amazing
Yeah,
flaw.
I have
I'm
a bunch
putting it in
too
the
from
game.
Gifted
But you're a bad
Subs.
person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
Now I don't even
An
hear the
hour?
blurb.
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour. An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my
Oh, I
favorite
love that
flaws
one.
is something called bad
It's
meat.
the shark thing from
Will
Marvel.
actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and
Aw,
experimental
I like
builds.
those.
You can be a mad scientist who utilizes
Those are cute.
gadgets and wacky science weapons and armor.
Really cute.
Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Hey, Joe, check out this sweet move.
Ride the wall? I ride rails.
Ride rails? I can fly. I'm gonna win! No! I thought you were my friend, Joe.
Peach don't play.
Punk. Nintendo Switch 2.
Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of
Oh, I
prove
like
that you're a
those.
friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have
That
needed your
kitty
help,
one's cute.
if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show
I'm still
fealty
waiting
to
for some of the animated
You
ones
could go guns
to
blazing, and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of
like
get
get
across.
approved. Oh my gosh, Jed, I love that last one. It's so funny.
You can sneak in,
The
lower
our
the bridge,
rip
and then
one.
actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Hey Gooey, thanks for stopping in.
You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of...
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the rats. Ashure's law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This
Oh
lets
my
us
gosh,
expand
Jed,
on
you have
all
so
aspects of the
many.
universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want.
They're all
Any
cute.
ideas or setting we're interested in.
I like them.
Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the
Oh, my
skip drives
model
are
got
causing
stuck.
the rifts and
Sorry.
what can be done to stop them.
No, it's okay,
Each of the
Jed.
agents have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drive.
Yeah, that's so
and
many.
their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks.
Is that a
unique music
snail?
made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you didn't even
I
interacting
think
with.
it's
So
a
if you go
snail.
to a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks. If you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their
Is that Belly Cat?
Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val.
Lisa, how are you going that fast?
Yeah, maybe.
Driver's license. Let me show you a little
I just saw the top of it. It reminded me of a snail.
Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Auntie's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't
How long have you been waiting, Chad?
If you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 was driven by the invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Auntie's
Yeah,
Choice,
mine are just
which
have been
shifts the
sitting
visuals
there
to be
waiting.
more reminiscent of a World War I
Probably for like maybe a day
That
or
evolution is
two,
seen
maybe.
across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you
Yeah, I know what you
was
mean.
once under protectorate control, but has recently been
I was
taken
worried
over
about mine,
by
but then
Auntie's
they
Choice.
take so
They don't just
long.
occupy the town,
I just
they
didn't care
rebrand
anymore.
with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is
Why you
clear and
bullying me?
recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story.
Really, Chad?
The first
I
Outer
fixed
Worlds
it then,
was
I
really
think.
about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With
Let me
larger
try some more.
we
One
wanted to
sec.
encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board.
Thanks, Chad.
Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say,
Let me see if the other ones work.
Successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good? Shut up. What are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with
Cool, thanks, Chad.
COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark. I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C. Capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're going to take
Some of them are so subtle, you might miss them.
Pounds. Quick ones. Ha, ha. Not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy. So let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet. Everybody has a different rhythm and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B. Burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have
When Brad comes back, he can listen.
In love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down.
Nintendo Switch 2. Joy-Con 2 controllers that attach in a snap. And a big video.
Gil, the blurps are working, Jad said.
Each Joy-Con 2 as a mouse. Chat with friends and family.
T. Trois. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Brad, you heard them?
We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve
okay.
in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our
I'm trying. I don't know if the HUD FX one will work.
Like how a unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types.
Hang on, I still have to fool around with it. One sec.
Unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
Holy shit!
We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little.
I might lower that one.
There's a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun.
Just because it's so ridiculous.
Distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode.
Yeah, blurps are only like hearing.
New to the Outer Worlds 2 are
There's like a little icon that comes up on the top right.
Enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack. And even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire.
I tried to play it earlier, now it works. I saw this on someone's stream.
And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into
It's
the second
ridiculous.
game. But we improved it though, so instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
I love Wii Woo.
In addition to things
It's
like
good for like scary.
some really fun and unique new science weapons.
Oh, really?
One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's
Wee
really cool
woo.
because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a
I might have to
melee
like
weapon that
raise the
actually
volume
lets
on
you
some of them.
attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from lead to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is
Oh,
Gary.
nice, Gil.
If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even
I
have
like that
science
one.
armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a
Oh, you got it,
third-person
yeah.
perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the
Chad,
experience in whatever way you want.
talking about a Viking.
One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
Sleep Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding the franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best.
Ghostface, he doesn't.
Your way.
I don't think he really thinks a lot about it.
Baguette.
Oh, it was Baguette Cat. It's a cat that it only eats baguettes.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun.
Wally!
This kind of experience.
Why are you dressed like you're in a boy band?
Let the games begin. Nintendo Switch 2. All together, anytime, anywhere.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that.
Do it.
You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess bread. You ever play bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or has launched the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of
My model keeps getting stuck because I'm laughing.
2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
Kill her, mommy. Kill her.
Brad would love that.
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant
Oh,
bugs
did
together.
it? It's probably because I was
The entire
laughing.
experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. And to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have a chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled about working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and consequences, player communities, and doing justice to great IPs and great franchises. The fact that we're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. World's a little bit different.
I think so.
But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the...
If not, I'll get Gil to send me it.
The reason we wanted to move
Or you
to the
can,
park wasn't just
Chad,
to
if you
create a
have it.
bigger world.
Nintendo Switch 2. Joy-Con 2 controllers that attach in a snap, and a big, vivid, high-def screen. Play games using each Joy-Con 2 as a mouse,
But was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secret have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples...
Are you talking to me, Chad, or Gil?
In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground.
Which one, my
And what
voice?
it means for our young adventurers
Or the blur?
is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful
Oh, okay, no problem.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals underground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We're oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're going to see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited
Okay,
to
thanks, Chad. After the stream, I'll go, or tomorrow I'll accept it. I usually go on like Discord, maybe like twice a week, maybe.
Paper scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic.
Yeah, it's a lot. Discord's gives me a headache sometimes.
Kind of fun. We're leaning into clear playstyles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect wielding mages, and ranged hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual wield daggers.
Ridiculous.
I've been in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the Wolfbane daggers and the Wolf Spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends to use. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends. It was really, really important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release. Mounts. Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite of moves and have their own special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every way possible.
Why does my model, it keeps getting stuck?
Unique and valuable abilities across all the core pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't just mean exploration and travel. That has implications for combat, crafting, and building as well. Just like how we wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support.
Are you talking to Jad Gil?
Check out this sweet move.
Ride the wall. I ride rails.
Ride rails? I can fly. I'm gonna win! No! I thought you were my...
The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast, and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects.
Good work.
And the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that.
Oh, thanks, Gil.
But
I didn't get it at
for
first.
Exploration and combat.
Thanks.
Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch. There will be others in the
Can't
future.
keep up with
but
your
those are the two we're
awesomeness.
starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to game preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world. But there's so much value in building
It looks like a
alongside
person's head on the back of their head.
Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park. What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That
You're
kind
not
of
you when
feedback
you're
loop
hungry.
helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park,
I don't know what that is.
all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that. And we're keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So, that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be excited about.
I know.
All of us at
I love that one.
and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we
It's
are to
so
letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
Have fail night.
We have been expecting you. This is where it starts.
We can change the world as we know it. Can you handle that? Let's do this.
I'm in. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Here's to playing in the mud. And when we
Yo, that would be so bad.
Here we go.
please follow me.
Yo, tell me if you see this. I'm gonna try something.
This is gonna be awesome.
Oh no. They're working. Is Brad back? Terrible. I know. I have cute ones too. Hold on. Let me just put on... I'll put this one on. That one's cool. That was so cool. That one's awesome.
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey.
Oh, why is my character...
Hello, everyone, and welcome
She's gonna, like, break her neck.
Show's Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as
She went crazy.
And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Oh, this sounds so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed. And once the show
Oh no,
is over,
she did it again.
on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Zafar, pull up NavTech. Taki, we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility.
Wait.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
That's for Brad.
In you Loda. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down the
The That's for Gil and Jed. What can't you see, Brad? Do you want me to redo it? Brad, can you see the... Can you see the one right now? Could you hear the cat? You see a cat. One sec, Brad. I don't know if the nun had sound.
What do we do with the show?
It's for Brad.
Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi.
She broke her neck again.
So let's take a look.
I used to swear by my father's oath.
That scared me.
Protect the wards is to protect.
I forgot what that one looked like.
And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost?
No, she just dances and goes wild.
And now,
She's like always dancing.
what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Some of them are transparent, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna change them.
Pestilence must be purged.
Oh, cool. This looks cool.
Father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail,
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
it may spell another end.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
Oh wait, I want to try something real quick. Let me see.
world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the
I'll
game.
let it play. Keep
From what I
playing.
can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
I will, Brad. I know, I was thinking about it.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Oh, I just started the channel point today, Jad. I think. I'll go lower him right now. That's why that one costs so much.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter. Let's take a look.
I wanted that one so annoying. I know, I'll lower it.
The pressure's peaking. Every second counts, and these plays are next level.
This is what the finals is all about. Split-second decisions, teamwork under fire, and victory carved in chaos.
Love it! But sometimes the best strategy is to just hit your opponent really, really hard.
Let me lower it.
Season 7 of the finals launches.
I'm opening it right now.
And whether you're a seasoned veteran or a new contestant entering the arena, if you're tuning in on the FGS Twitch channel, you can earn a Twitch drop of this Kablamo grenade skin.
Yes, anybody who watches this very show for 15 consecutive minutes on the FGS Twitch channel will earn the skin. So, if you've been with us from the very start,
Okay, I lowered Toad.
wherever you've been, then
Now start going through the other
I don't need
ones.
any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Okay, I will. I'm also changing the name to Brad's Brittany. And I'm lowering it to 2,000. Or maybe for now, I'll just put it at 500. Good night, Gil. Thanks for stopping in. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right now. Oh my god, my person's on the screen.
Later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable Calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Bradney. I'll change the name to Bradney. I'm changing all of them.
This is all perfectly natural.
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Oh no, I lost my pants again. Sleep Awake, okay.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric
I
stealth
keep
game set in the year
my
1900.
stomach hurts from laughing. It keeps
I am
happening.
a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her.
He's alive.
Oh my god. My eyes are watering.
Eric's Home is a game set in
Hi, Carter, how are you?
version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on
Brad,
story.
I changed the name. You can. It's Bradney.
Characters that you switch between, and
She
they
laughed so
have
hard her
unique
dress
special
fell off.
abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Tio, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people...
I don't even know. I think it's a key or a hotkey, and when I type or move stuff, it goes flying off.
Something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is
Good,
this
Carter. I'm glad you're
so
doing
hard?
well.
A little now and then I sit down in the couch
Yeah.
and I just enjoy a fresh build. And the story just gets to perform.
Her eyes are
I'm just
watering.
drawn right in. It's a magical
She's
feeling.
breaking her neck
I'm
again.
really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Diabolical. Oh, sorry, I hit it off. I was just changing something. Let me rewind. Okay. She can get, if she's like in a fighting game, she can get like, the more she gets hurt, the more cuts she gets and stuff. Oh, she broke again.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's Home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Oh. I saw a movie Parasite and also an anime.
Holy shit, wow, fucking balls, Abe! Yeah, holy shit, balls!
The Explorator is launching
You
into
saw
early
it,
access
Brad?
today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
I'm holding, oh.
Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a
I'm holding a microphone.
That's my interests.
You're fine, Bradney. Oh. What do you... Oh. Hi, Mr. Hemsworth. Me too, Brad. Oh. She keeps breaking. I'll fix the camera later.
Confidence is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to
Enhanced.
go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we
Wait,
do a
like,
trio of
let's
deep
see.
dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
Wait, look,
First game we're tackling
Jan.
for the Summer Showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG. And the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
What's that?
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest II, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character.
Oh, okay, I misinterpreted.
You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristona.
Yeah,
She's
change
from
it.
Sparta, and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is
There we go.
very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible. From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasy stuff, just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space.
I like that one.
We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after
Okay.
the full launch, we'll be putting
Yeah, sure.
larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters.
Yeah, you show 'em.
General bosses, creatures, areas, as
Okay.
of course. So Titan Quest 2 will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking
Yeah,
for
oh, yeah, Jazz.
timeline
She like blows up.
for the other platforms.
I don't know who this girl thinks who she is.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary!
Guys, I was just, wandering in town stages, getting the sights and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
This one's so bad.
You're already here. Why don't you take the next trailer?
It's so bad.
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
She zoomed in.
Magic! We'll just be over here.
All right, got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
That got me. That got me. Oh my god.
I've tried to escape.
This stream is a mess. Absolute mess.
I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels. For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's so much fun. Oh, there's Brad.
Call of the
Elder Gods, starring
Brad, I'm gonna resubscribe with Prime
narrative puzzle adventure
soon.
coming to PC and consoles.
I don't know if you get anything from it.
ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, you know, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah.
Bradney in the channel points. Yeah, we put him in there.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Breed Bio course. How hard could it be? Hard.
We found paradise. We got company. Who wants some? Let's haul ass.
Yeah,
It's like capture the flag.
I think I have to wait. I get to do it on July 7th, Brad, is when I can do it.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG.
Jed, I love
with a
that
roguelike
one.
Twist. You play as Ash.
I love that one. It's
No
adorable.
memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years
Nga.
after the bloody civil war,
Nga.
you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island.
I can lower the points to like the 500s to make them less.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is
There's
built
just a lot of
for
them.
tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master
Oh, I'm
each
gonna,
ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon
Drop the points on some of the stuff,
or backstabbing cutthroat Emil.
like the 500s
All your abilities
and stuff.
work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Can you hear me?
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades.
Oh, mga. Mga. Mga.
Nasty, take on trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger.
What?
Come back and conquer. Lost Idolize, Veil of the Witch. Early access
Mga.
on Steam.
Mga.
Coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
I think it's supposed to be like a kid saying like roar. Mga. Mga. I don't think he can say roar yet. I don't know. Brad, this stream is such a mess. Nga. Nga. It's like a rugrat or something.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There is an ongoing fire. Dispatch, copy. Supply line ready. Break that door open. Let me get that sturdy Halligan.
Attack line in there.
Gotta go scout the area. That was close. Cat, you're good?
Found one of the victims. Please, get me out of here.
We can't let the fire escalate like that.
I
Against Fire, coming fall 2025.
Yeah, it is. Rugrats.
PC and consoles.
Little Rugrats.
Are we all clear? No Nolan Norths or Ashley Johnsons waiting in the wings?
No, I think we're good. Okay. Now remember, folks, you can find all those games as well as every game we feature today on the Future Game Show Steam page.
Yes, and you'll want to prime your wish lists in advance for this next reveal. It's a
Oh my god. What the hell was that?
I legitimately need this game.
Oh my god.
Heroes, the world is full of
It was on HUD-FX and I tested it.
farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing.
It was terrifying.
As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastic...
I'm not adding that one.
You will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
No way.
You'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a
That one's so creepy.
embarrassment to the story.
Hey, Mr. Hemsworth.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, your first ritual sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not.
Felt good, but incompetent is still evil. We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Why is my message highlighted? Why? Because it's a highlighted message. Highlighted message important enough to be a message highlighted. No, but it's indeed highlighted. Yep, I see it. It's highlighted. What is this, like, waifu? Kitty waifu? I don't know. I think it's in the points redeem. It just got dumped on there. Oh, Mr. Hemsworth, I'm sorry. I'll do Baguette Cat again for you. Oh. I love Baguette Cat. I love Baguette Cat. I'll definitely be lowering them.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter.
I don't know, it doesn't look
PC,
that good.
but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
That waifu would look at the end SS and then the vid again. What do you notice about it, Jed? Yeah, false advertising. Yeah, they have to be careful, I think. You know, putting it on the shelves versus what's in the game, maybe? I'm not sure.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
eFrontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. This is a great way to start your game development.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform.
Weird spacing and poof. I don't like it. I don't see that much weird spacing.
Just to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state.
Maybe it should be separated more.
Will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around Eve Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on
yeah,
that.
Poof and tip. Poof tip.
Founder access for eFrontier is available now, and you can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
There you go, you got it, Chad. Yeah. Well, then that makes it more difficult. Mobile's always harder. Or just like the spacing's hard to separate everything.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it
Mr. Hemsworth,
play section.
I'll lower Baghdad cap. I'll probably lower it down to like 200.
Play on Steam right after the show.
Just because I like
So,
Baghdad cat.
if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique
Oh,
playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing
Okay, I got Baghdad cat down.
town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape: Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see. Pivot.
The voyage begins with a plan.
Nga. Nga.
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune.
Okay, I'm starting to lower some of them.
Sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back, and the legend.
Yeah, Carden. It's a different game show.
We arrive, but never at our final destination.
Yeah, I'm working on the stream today because it's my first time being affiliate. So I'm just kind of like working on the points and everything. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate the support. Thank you. And thanks for just sticking around.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Oh, hi, Sarkoto. Sarkoto, sorry. How are you? Thanks for stopping in.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly
Oh, thanks, Sarkoto.
players will trigger explosive combos.
It's good. I've just been working on the stream and stuff, like behind the scenes on all the channel point stuff.
By checking out the free demo
But it's good. But if you're tired too, make sure you get enough sleep.
all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help
Yeah, Carter, there might be like, I think I have a poll thing. Like, what does everyone want to watch or something like that?
Soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and
Oh, the baby wasn't happy all night? Okay.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building.
Oh my, Jad, you are out of control with the pift.
Mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge
Every
the
two FFSISS and Zoom.
community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has
Jad,
twins,
you have
and
to
the
get
more you
sleep
pick
too.
up,
Make
the
sure you
more
get some
loot
sleep.
generate.
That's really important.
But when you fail, there's always another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
Mr. Hemi,
That was our spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the summer.
now you can do Bad Guy Cat more.
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
What's this? What? Is this PUBG? What is this? Scum.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June.
Scum Survival.
Our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Oh, I saw this game. I wanted to get it, but I don't know when it's coming out.
Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested, abandoned facilities.
Could you survive? Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid
Like
is the
ground.
raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall.
It's like 4 versus 1.
3, so that's a pretty
Like you have to escape from a dinosaur chasing you.
Our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The number one culprit...
Okay, Jed, have a good night. I appreciate you staying on for so long. Thank you.
What might look like a decent
And get some
hiding space
sleep.
for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be
No
playable.
problem, Jag.
Mission Command, the single-player tutorial, and
Good night.
introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell Is Us.
What happened here?
Blood. Oh, I pressed my thing.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell Is Us.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. Thanks, Carter.
So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell Is Us. So the game is definitely like an adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue.
I have it set for like a video game if I'm in a fighting game. And like the more your HP goes down, the more she gets hurt.
Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda game.
So who, Carter? Baguette Cat?
Straightforward.
Or Kitsu?
And, like, you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that, if I go, and then you go, and you see the road that turns, and it's, maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much, it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery, yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell Is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative.
Yeah, I do, Carter. Sometimes I do.
Who knows? So we had many iterations.
There's an ad break coming in 45 seconds, so if you need to get like something to drink.
Terror and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit. It's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker, and it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being.
I do. I watch some scary videos, yeah, or scary games, Carter.
Like that, because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell Is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us.
Hey,
is coming to
Sarkoto.
PC and consoles.
Ad break, guys, coming in 10 seconds.
Another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I like scary stuff.
It stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting.
No, I haven't, Carter. But I'll look them up. Like sometimes I'll watch scary stories or, yeah. But I'll probably be ending the stream in probably like a half an hour. So for next time I watch something, we can watch something creepy, maybe. Do you like Resident Evil, Carter? I don't know if I can. I can play the game.
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlach herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bhullar in Fading.
Oh, I play it sometimes.
And consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go.
We got
It's
another
fun.
block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is
It's
not
under,
without its enemies.
there's an underground version,
The demons
for PC.
and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
You can check out, like, on my page if you look at some of the clips or there's some videos of it.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Oh, okay, cool.
We gave you those robes for a reason.
Yeah.
Damn, I love the church.
You can see, like, some Friday the 13th videos on mine. From, like, 2 weeks ago. That's from the Nintendo Friday the 13th. No, it's shut down, Carter, but there's an underground version that you can play online. It's a modded version. It's the same game, they just added the stuff that they didn't, like the space map, the Grendel. Yeah, it's peer-to-peer. And there's like new characters. I do sometimes, yeah. Dead by Daylight can be frustrating sometimes.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page?
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity, and the shape-shifting alien gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Oh, what's this? Oh, this looks scary.
Those things can change shape.
Oh my god. That scared me.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
What is this? This looks good.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
Oh, it's a Dark Pictures game.
That went differently. Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents...
No, I haven't. What is that?
It still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game when you start your very first mission.
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary.
Oh wow, that sounds crazy.
Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator.
I could see that being nuts.
Control scheme. Here's the game bakers to tell you more.
Cairn is what we call a survival game. Your goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool.
Alright guys,
It's up to you.
I think we're gonna raid out.
The most strategic route to the top.
I need to find someone.
On PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year.
Thanks, Sarkoto.
You can already give it a try in the demo available.
Have a good day and get some rest. I'll see you later. Thanks for staying on.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year, and you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Yeah, I'll try to maybe find someone. I see K-Bar's on. I'll probably raid K-Bar because he's in our community. Okay, one sec, Carter. Let me stop this. Oh, what is this? Like Resident Evil? Alright, one sec. Let me go in. One sec, guys. I'm just typing him up. Oh my gosh, why isn't he coming up? Oh, I typed it wrong. Sorry, I'm here. Oh, it just says that you're like lurky turkey. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Kitsu is raiding with a party of 10. O-M goodness. Kitsu. Carter 29.99. That's not a mini raid. 10's a good number. 10's a killer number. There's so many people that would literally like fight for that. No, now I can't go anywhere. Now I gotta play some more. Oh, and RPG. What's up, dude? Playing some games with Hemi right now. You wanna get in? or you gotta go to bed soon.